Hello horror fans. Well, the day is here, the day I talk about one of the worst Halloween movies in the franchise. Maybe not the worst, but it's one that a lot of people consider pretty bad. Which is, of course, Halloween Resurrection. The one that brought Michael Myers back from the dead, even though he's decapitated in one of the most ridiculous retcons ever. I tell you before I start, I'll be giving spoilers for Halloween H2O and Halloween Resurrection. If you haven't seen them and you don't want to know anything about either of those movies, leave, but most likely you will have seen them, so I'll just keep going. So, as you know, at the end of Halloween H2O, Michael Myers was decapitated. For good. It looks like that was the end of that saga, or as people like to call it, the Laurie Strode timeline, but nope. Made a busload of money, so a sequel was commissioned. But worse that one go, but we decapitated him. I don't know, in a horror franchise, just because you see the main villain die, doesn't mean they're not going to come back, but with Freddy I can accept it because he's a supernatural being, and Jason in the later ones also turned to a supernatural being. And maybe Michael Myers had a little bit of supernatural in him, but his head was chopped off. So, in the movie, how do they explain him surviving a decapitation? He actually changed places with a paramedic, changed his clothes, and the reason the paramedic didn't say anything was he had his throat ripped out, which is convenient. And it's also convenient that he found a paramedic who had just the right size clothes. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. And there's a scene at the start where you see Michael walking away from the school from the last movie, dressed as a paramedic. They don't show his face, of course, but he's walking around carrying the knife in his hand. Where's that one person saying, hang on, isn't that evidence? The police even run past him. If you watched that shot, the police run past him, and nobody goes, hang on, isn't that evidence? Why are you carrying a big knife around? You're a paramedic. You know, cops aren't very good in Halloween movies, are they? So, of course, 3 years later, we find Laurie Strode in an asylum because of her actions on Halloween H2O. She decapitated an innocent man. And Michael, of course, finds her. So she sets a trap for Michael when it doesn't go too well. If you've seen the movie, you know what happens. And Laurie Strode, in this timeline, is killed off before the main credits even start. And it's not a very good way to end that character's life. Of course, it's been retconned for the new one, which I haven't seen yet, hasn't been released, but I am looking forward to that. So the movie moves forward and we meet the new cast of characters who have all been cast in a reality show, or actually a reality internet show. And there's a lot of crap on the internet. No, hang on, I'm on the internet right now. So this group of young people are assigned to find out the secrets of the Michael Myers house. So they have to spend a night there. You know, they've got all the webcams and gear and that type of thing. And this movie's really boring. And of course, who happens to show up? Michael Myers, and does his thing. And it's still pretty boring. And most of these characters in this are pretty dumb. One of the producers misses a murder because she was dancing and making a cappuccino at the time. I mean, who dances and makes a cappuccino? I don't, trust me, you don't want to see me dance. Have you ever wanted to see Busta Rhymes and Michael Myers have a kung fu fight? No, me either, but Busta Rhymes does some kung fu on Michael Myers, and it's ridiculous. I will say this though, the lead actress, what's her name again? Bianca Kaja, the girl from Rules of Engagement. She does a pretty good job. She's a likeable character. As for the rest of the cast, I can't remember the characters' names, so I'm just going to say what I know them from. There's Kevin from American Pie, Tyra Banks from Coyote Ugly, and Starbuck from the Battlestar Galactica reboot. Yeah, but overall, this movie's pretty bad. And you may ask, well, if it's so bad, why do you have it in your collection? Well, I'm a completist. I have to have everything in the franchise. But to sum up this movie's so dumb, it makes morons look smart. And like I said, this is the one that pretty much killed the Halloween franchise for a few years. And then they did the Rob Zombie reboot, which I'll be talking about next. So let us know your thoughts on Halloween Resurrection. Good, bad, indifferent. Okay, that's all for now, and I'll see you again soon.